I'm going to shoot a real quick video of this sprinkler only because it's the only other one that I have that's new in the box. I've had 3 of these units and I love the way that they work. More importantly, the birds love them. The water shoots out of a little rubber gland. So as the gland fills up, it moves to the left and spurts, moves to the right and spurts, moves to the left and spurts. It's pretty interesting. It's not a rotator. It's not an oscillator. It's not a pulsator, I guess. It's all its own. Anyway, I've got a small soft spot in my heart for these Sherman of Battle Creek sprinklers, which is why I purchased this one and put it in my collection. I used it once in August just to make sure that everything works okay, and it's time for it to go. So as you can plainly see, the original box shows a little bit of weathering. It's been sitting on somebody's shelf in somebody's garage somewhere, and some hardware store clerk took his grease pencil and wrote on here that it was set aside for FFJ for $13.25 plus tax. And I just love the graphics from these sprinklers from the 60s. The house up on the hill and the sprinkler down here working away. So let's pop the box open. It's like Christmas. And it can be for you too. All you have to do is contact me. It's kind of tough to do holding the camera and the box, but slide this over. And there it is. The water wagon. The water wagon is referred to as the Model 5000 in the Sherman line for whatever reason. You have a switch up here that engages your drive or releases so that you can pull the string out. There's a stake with a shutoff button. The stake is placed way out in front of the sprinkler. The button can be adjusted 10, 15, 20 feet away from the stake. Unlike a Rain King 20A, you don't have to have the machine reach the stake in order to shut off. You could actually put it out and have it stop and start and stop and start at your leisure by simply adjusting the button on the string. The up front here is the shut off itself. That clicks off and that kills the water, and then this gets pushed back in. Under hydraulic pressure this would lock. It's not going to do that. There we go. That's locked again. The water shoots out of this little rubber gland right here, and as I said earlier in the video, it's absolutely amazing. Further to that, it's based on water pressure. So if you turn this sprinkler on and just let 10 or 15 pounds of water shoot through it, this little gland is going to shoot a fountain maybe 10, 12 feet high, and the sprinkler is going to move much slower. When I wound up my water pressure all the way, which around here is about 65, 70 pounds PSI, which is normal residential water pressure, this tube shoots water about 25 feet in the air, and when it shoots and clicks and shoots and clicks, the fan is, I'm going to say at full pattern, probably about 40 feet wide. And when I say full pattern, back here, there are 2 wings, and you adjust these wings, and that determines how far the gland goes over before it spurts and changes direction. If you put these together, this gland will simply stay right here and spurt, 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 and the machine will still travel, but you can literally water a pattern probably about 5, 6 feet wide. If you open these guides up all the way, you're at 30, 35 feet. There's nothing self-propelled about the unit. This is nothing mechanical about the wheels. It's simply pulled by the string. The string, and we'll just pull this cover off, as you can see, winds up back and forth on this spool. And indicative of my test in August, there's where the string wound up. Excuse me. If you want to change the direction of the string, how it winds up or whatever, you just push this bail back, pull some string out, and it changes the guide. I can't tell you how much string is on there, but I do know that just like the Sunbeam K20As, if it's 100 feet of string, that doesn't mean they want you to water for 100 feet. They expect you to water for 50 or 60 so that you have slack on the drum so that there's something to guide the string back on to start with. All the information about how to run the unit is mounted here, and it's pretty simple. All you do is hook it to the hose, set the pattern, and let it go. If you have any questions once you've purchased the sprinkler, obviously you're going to contact me, but I don't see any reason why any sprinkler collector would be challenged by how to make this thing run. Good luck.